Hey guys, Asad Yaqub here. If you want to learn English and you don't know how to start, this video is for you. If you've been wandering for a long time in search of English language and still you have not achieved English language proficiency, this video is for you because in this video I'm going to give you some tips and techniques to improve your English language. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am an international IELTS trainer. I teach IELTS all over the world, online and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan. Well guys, the journey of English language or the journey of learning English, it starts with one skill and that skill is listening. Okay, in English, the quotation goes like, good listeners are the good speakers. Now, what is a good listener? Good listener is the one who listens to English carefully, who tries to understand what he listens to, and who tries to imitate whatever he listens to, and who tries to speak in the same way or same style. Now, I know most of you are IELTS candidates. If you are an IELTS candidate, reply with yes, I am IELTS candidate. If you are not, even then reply with no, I'm not an IELTS candidate. Okay? So, it all starts with listening. The type of listening we have in IELTS, there is a variety in that. We have British, American, Australian, Canadian accent. So just try to listen to them, observe them. Whether you watch a short clip of a native speaker, you're watching a movie, you're watching a documentary, you need to observe them. You need to see how they speak, and whatever you observe, your subconscious mind absorbs. So you need to absorb native English. Listen, observe, and absorb. Your mind will automatically, if you are watching a movie with all ears, it's an idiomatic phrase, all ears. So if you're watching a movie, all ears, most definitely you are observing what is happening. And what you observe, your subconscious mind absorbs that. So once you absorb standard English, for example, you absorb British English, you absorb American English, you absorb Canadian English, your brain is watching all that. So whenever you try to speak English, willingly or unwillingly, you will try to copy the language that you have observed and absorbed. So this is the first and most important thing. But whenever you watch any movie, observe, absorb, and then try to do the same way. Second thing, we are always afraid to speak English. It's called fear of English. So you need to come out of this fear of English. How to come out of this fear of English? Speak English to yourself first. Speak English to yourself first. How to speak English to yourself first? You know, we've got the language of our, mind, or we call it heart-to-heart talks. Right, we call it like monologue. Yes, appropriate word is monologue. We have our monologues which are going on all the time, and these monologue is self-talk. We call it self-talk. So the monologues or self-talks are mostly in our native language. If I speak Punjabi or Hindi, my monologues are in Punjabi or Hindi. So when I say speak English to yourself, it means for the time being, for 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, or before going to sleep, right? Or whenever you are observing something somewhere, you are traveling, looking around, you can change the language of your monologue, and the self-talk should be done in English. Like you're traveling, looking around, it's too hot today. What is that man doing? Oh, okay. All right. So something like this. You can observe people. All right. Who is that child there? Okay, beautiful tree. Wow, what a lovely monkey there. Something like that. If you see monkey, right? So this is how when you talk to yourself, this is how when you are preparing, you are planning something, you say, okay, now I have to shower. First I brush my teeth, then I shower. I've got to wear clothes. I've already ironed my clothes. Now I'm going to do this. So this is what we call talking to yourself. Once you are confident enough to express yourself in front of yourself, to express yourself to yourself, Now you are ready to speak to a person whom you trust. You can always find a friend, a relative, a family member who is in search of learning English, and you can express yourself there. You can speak English with that very person. Now you can have a dialogue where you can practice short sentences. In IELTS listening part 1, they use many short sentences which are used in everyday English. Especially IELTS listening part 1 and part 2, they are social English dialogues or commentaries. Part 3 and part 4, they are educational. So whatever you learn in IELTS listening part 1 and part 2, you can always practice that. You can speak those sentences with people. You can see the situational sentences. We call them natural English phrases. So if you use natural English phrases, if you use collocations, collocations are a group of words which are used together, which are often used together by native speakers of English. So if you use collocations, if you use natural English phrases, whatever you pick up from the audio and you speak that, if you learn these sentences after a certain point of time, in the future, you will be able to speak utilizing these sentences time and again. Remember, language, spoken language is nothing but the repetition of certain words, certain sentences, certain quotations, certain ideas. So once you repeatedly use all the language, you can speak without thinking, you can make sentences without constructing them in your mind. The words will be readily available, ideas will be readily available, and sentences will be on your tips to speak English. So if you follow all these instructions, learning English will not be difficult. And remember, the journey or the success in order to speak English, the success comes when you speak English. See, if you want to learn to drive the car, and I say you want to learn to drive the car, come on, no problem. I have a good multimedia and multimedia screen, so I will teach you on the multimedia screen with the help of my laptop how to drive the car. Can you drive the car? Once you learn to drive the car on multimedia and I show you the diagrams of the car and pictures of the car, can you learn to drive the car like this? No, not at all. If you learn to drive the car like this, you're going to bump into a tree or electricity pylon. Okay? So you need to sit in the car. You need to hold the steering wheel, right? And then you need to see what is under your right feet, what is under your left feet, right? If it is automatic car, how to do backward, forward, and all that stuff, right? Okay, first gear, second gear, and all that. So unless you are in a car, it's hard for you to learn to drive. In the same way, if you say my mouth will remain shut and I will read every book on spoken English, I will watch every video on spoken English, and then I can speak English. Not at all. You will speak English when you speak English, when you start to speak English, when you break the legs of English, when you do murder of English, you will become an expert speaker one day. I usually say this to my spoken English students: if today you speak broken English, tomorrow you will speak perfect English. Okay, so all the best. Thank you so much. I also teach IELTS online all over the world, and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan, we have books on IELTS, we have study plans for IELTS, we have software for IELTS. So if you want to get any help for IELTS, you can contact me on WhatsApp. And if you like this video on spoken English and you want me to make more videos on spoken English, do comment and do let me know. Asad Yaqub wholeheartedly wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.